little while, which is rare. We don't like leaving, but Keith has family in another state, and so we're gonna go visit them. So to be able to go out of town when you have lots of animals, there's a lot of prep work that goes in to kind of closing up the ranch for a little bit so that we can step away. We can only do this during the summer. I will say that. We cannot leave in the winter at all. So we've had work trips in the winter, and that just doesn't work for us. Because last year we were feeding like every other day, and no one else can really do that for us. So you could really only be gone for like a day in the winter, if that, because then you're risking your water freezing if it's super cold or those sort of things. So in the summer, we're able to hop on a plane, leave for a little while, and we have somebody that will be kind of watching over the horses and the property itself, and just making sure everything stays nice and snug while we're gone. But with that being said, we need to go to the dump. So we have a trailer on the back right now full of just random stuff from the house. And then we need to go to North 40 to get, surprisingly, more panels. After we get back from the trip, that's when we will kind of start, over the next several months, be selling our calves. So the way we did it last year was we lined everything up to sell like at 6 months, their like wean date. We probably won't do that again just because it's so many different sale dates. So we kind of ran off of the contracts that we shared with everybody. So basically, like, every weekend in like September and October we're selling calves, and then August we have a couple. So they're all on open pasture right now because we have them on what we call our summer pasture. They're nice and happy, and they just get free range of the grass that's down below our house. And then basically what we need to do, what Keith did this morning, was he went down and he set up panels. So he kind of created a little bit of a corral system down there. And then when it's time to start moving the animals, we'll go down and kind of flush them into this little corral system, and then it has almost like kind of like a bud box off to the side, and then that flushes into a trailer. So we just need a little bit more panels to kind of close that up, and then that will make it easier to collect the animals that we need and then bring them back up the hill to our actual corral. And then that's when the purchaser will come, they'll back their trailer into the corral, and we'll push them into the trailer, and off they'll go. So that's kind of the plan right now, is to the dump, to North 40 to get more panels, back home to finish setting up the panels, then going around and trying to do a few things to get the property a little bit self-sufficient while we're gone. And what I mean by that is like automatic waters, which those aren't perfect, they do fail, that's why we have somebody that's going to be watching, but we'll have them for the chickens, and we'll have them for the horses. And then our horses, we don't feed them like at times every single day, because we have free choice hay. We have like a big round bale slow feeder. It's called a hay manager. So we'll put in a fresh bale for them before we leave, and that will last the time that we're gone. And then for all the cows, there's, like I said, they're still on pasture, so they've got free choice of everything. And then we have a creek that runs through the lower part where all the cows are, so they have water whenever they're down there. What else do we need to do? We need to pack. Yeah. It's kind of hard. It's just hard. We're homebodies. We don't like leaving. We finished at this stinky old dump. Now Keith is back here loading up the panels. We got a couple panels and a couple gates just to make it a little bit easier. And Kid's got some school boots. which is fun. And then they had like a big sale on their shorts and their pants. I mean, we can never get out of this store without spending some money. Back home, we changed. We're headed down the hill. I always shake out my boots when I leave them outside because like I'm super paranoid and I think there's gonna be like a snake in my boot or something. But I just shook it out on the front porch and a frog jumped out. So it's a real thing, people. Good thing I shook out my boot, otherwise that frog was gonna be toast. So now we're gonna go finish setting up some of the corrals. It's almost 4 o'clock, and then we'll come home and make dinner. Finished up with a family trail ride. Sawyer's getting the gate, but the kids have always been a little bit timid about getting on the horses, so we've been in family riding lessons. Keith and I joined them on the lessons. We do it a couple times a month, but even today, even though they've had lessons, they were not wanting to come. I'm super proud of them for pushing through and going on the trail ride with us. I guess it really wasn't a trail ride. We went and checked cows tonight. Horseback instead of on quads. So that was a fun change. Oh, come here. What are you doing?
I'm trying to jump this hay bale to get down to that.
Are you? That's pretty far.
I can't even jump. I think I have a better idea.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nice find.
Yep. And I know where another really big one is.
Where? You're so dirty. The kids are filthy from riding horses. And we're in the garden.